Hey there everyone, it's Michelle again and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of the video, this is going to be a recipe for the world's greatest 7-layer bean dip. So go ahead and get your ingredients together and let's get started. So first off, you're going to need some fresh pinto beans, some sour cream, some avocados, some iceberg lettuce and tomatoes, some cheddar cheese, some diced jalapeños, some garlic salt, some regular salt, some olive oil, a pressure cooker, some mixing bowls, a cutting board, some knives, some measuring cups, a colander, a potato masher or mixer, a serving spoon, a cheese grater, and a dish to put it all together. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, you're going to measure about 2 cups of pinto beans, and then you're going to spread it on the counter and you're going to pick out the imperfect ones. I'm just picking through them, taking out the ones that don't look very good, and I'm taking those out because I do not want that in my final product. And then I'm just placing them into a microwave safe bowl. I'm adding some salt and some cold water, and I am just washing them off. And be sure to change out the water before you put it in the microwave because that salt will make your beans tough. So while that's happening, go ahead and take a paper towel and some olive oil and take the seal on your pressure cooker and you're going to place that oil over the seal. And that's going to help to get a really good seal for your pressure cooker, or else if yours is kind of temperamental like mine, it's not going to seal up and it'll never gain pressure. So I'm just using my hand, spreading that oil around. And then I'm placing that seal back on the lid. I'm rinsing off that water into the colander, and then I'm going to place new water into the pressure cooker. And next, go ahead and put it into the pressure cooker, fill it up with water, set it on the stove, and put the pressure cooker on medium-high heat. Okay, so now that our beans are done, I'm going to place the pressure cooker into the sink, and I'm going to tip the whistle and place some cold water onto the lid, and that'll help for that pressure to go down. And once that is done and the pressure is gone, then I'm taking the lid off, and as you can see, our beans are done. They're nice and soft, but we want refried beans for this dish. So we're going to go ahead and boil the beans without the lid, without any pressure, and we're just going to boil all that water down until it's a nice spreadable consistency. And while that's happening, it's time to do our avocados. So I'm just peeling my avocados, taking the pits out, and then taking my blender, and I'm just blending that till it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now it's nice and smooth. It's a spreadable consistency. So you can feel free to add garlic salt, lime juice, cayenne pepper, whatever you like. And then I'm just grating my cheese. And then I'm placing that into a bowl and I'm setting it off to the side. And then chopping up my iceberg lettuce, just chop it nice and fine because people are going to be dipping their chips into the dip. So we want that nice and fine so we don't have any big chunks. And then go ahead and do the same with the tomatoes. Dice those nice and fine and set those off to the side. All right, so our beans are getting there. They're nice and thick. So then go ahead and take your potato masher or your stick blender and go ahead and blend those up. All right, and when you're done, it should look something like this. Nice and smooth. All right, so now it's time to put it all together. So I'm just taking about 2 heaping serving spoonfuls of beans, and I'm using a spatula, and I'm just spreading that all nice and thin. We don't want it too thick. And then I'm adding some garlic salt, and then spreading that in. All right, and then now it's time to add the sour cream, and I'm just doing a nice thin layer of sour cream, spreading that from corner to corner. And then I'm adding my guacamole or avocado, whatever you call it, whichever you prefer. And I'm also spreading that from corner to corner, and then adding the lettuce, and then sprinkling the cheese and tomato. And then now it's time to garnish with our chopped jalapeños, and feel free to adjust this and add as much as you want. And that is it, everyone. That is my world's greatest 7-layer bean dip. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I would love for you to do so, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.